So a lot of news this morning point that a Russian invasion of Ukraine is imminent. First of all, pro-Russian Telegram channels. Telegram is a Russian social media platform, saying that the Ukrainian army is bombing those poor Russians in the Donetsk and Luhansk republics. It's usual Russian propaganda, always accuse your enemies of what you're doing. Because in the real world, it's actually Russian forces in the Donbass doing all the bombing. They've bombed 29 areas since midnight, wounding 5 people including 3 when they bombed a kindergarten.
Что это такое? Опять? 17 февраля. Слышно, да? Всем слышно? Это Маренко. Где ж ты жахаешь? Где-то идут прилеты, как мне сказали. Всем слышно, да? Страшно как-то. Хочу надеяться, что детей отправят в подвалы, в школах. Центр. Люди катаются нормально, все хорошо. Что это происходит?
People in the border areas of Ukraine have to put sandbags in the schools' windows. Does that look like a normal way to live for you? What Putin is doing is a crime against humanity. This is a chart of the number of ceasefire violations per 24 hours reported starting October 1, 2021. Note the increase. Meanwhile, in the Russian embassy in Kiev, the chimney has been full of smoke for hours since this morning. It looks like the Russian embassy is all in burning documents. That means war very soon. Also, right on cue, the Russian puppets in Kiev have started a riot against police. What a timing. Russia has called an urgent United Nations meeting on Ukraine this morning at 10 Eastern Time, and Blinken is going there to face off with the Russians. I'm pretty sure this will be the last chance to avoid war. The demands include, Ukraine must implement the Minsk agreements. The West has to stop delivering weapons to Ukraine and even withdraw what was already given. Recall all instructors and advisors from Ukraine. Banning NATO and Ukraine joint military exercises. They also demand that all United States troops and weapons be withdrawn from Central and Eastern Europe, including Baltic countries. He also demands that NATO stop submitting any country in the alliance and that any arms control cannot be considered without accepting everything else. The little dictator in Moscow thinks he can ask what not even Hitler himself asked before starting World War II. He really needs to be taken care of in a permanent way before he kills us all with his bullshit.
You will never get this, you will never get this, la 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 la.
Another sign that Putin is not interested in diplomacy. Russia just expelled the United States Deputy Ambassador Bartel Gorman from the country this morning, as reported by RIA News. As we all suspected, the supposed Russian withdrawal from the border with Ukraine didn't happen at all, and the Russians are even putting more troops closer to the border. For some important reason, the Norwegian Minister of Defense will not participate in the Munich Security Conference as planned, but will return to Norway later today because of the current situation. Are they afraid of Russian movements near their borders, I wonder? Looks like Russia will be launching missiles near Norwegian waters between the 20th and 22nd. Meanwhile, the other dictator in Minsk says that he will recognize the fake rebel territory of Ukraine with Russia. Like that would make it more legitimate. Come on now. Russian Telegram channels are trying to pass off dead children from an explosion in Damascus in 2012 as being from the Donbass region. A quick reverse image search proves that it's total bullshit. So anyway, the big shelling on Ukrainian civilians, the insane Russian demands, the fake withdrawal of troops and the bullshit genocide talk from Putin, you put that all together and Putin is really on the verge of attack.